Hi everybody, I'm Chad Koel for Northland Outdoors. Today we brought the outdoors indoors to my kitchen. You see, I'm a firm believer in that whatever it is that I either catch or kill, I eat, if at all possible, and rarely am I ever disappointed by any wild game that I cook. But there is one animal that does get quite a bad reputation when it comes to being table fare, and I'm talking about the wild goose, Canadian geese, snow geese, the like. For some reason, you have no idea how many people I've talked to that say, well, I like just about everything, but I just can't eat goose for a variety of reasons. Well, I'm here to tell you that when prepared correctly and taken care of, goose can be as good as anything. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that I like to prepare wild goose. Maybe you can try one, and maybe it'll turn you into a wild goose fan as well. Now, if you're a regular viewer here at Northland Outdoors, you may remember a couple of months ago, earlier this fall, we were out in central North Dakota and we had a phenomenal snow goose hunt out there. Incredible action. Killed a lot of geese, which resulted in a lot of goose meat. Now, you don't have to prepare the goose meat yourself. You may remember my friend Randy Posner. Yeah, that guy, okay? Randy, who set up that entire goose hunt for us out there and took us along, thank you, Randy, took the majority of the goose that we harvested during that hunt and actually brought it to a meat processor and got some amazing stuff made. Summer sausage, goose summer sausage. This stuff is fantastic. Goose sticks, beef sticks, but they're goose sticks. These have cheese in them, fantastic. And here's the piece de resistance, if you would, goose bacon. Yeah, who doesn't like bacon? And this is bacon made out of goose. And I'm here to tell you, it is fantastic. So, you know, if you want to spend a little extra money, you can take all that goose meat, bring it to a processor, and get some incredible snack foods and bacon made, you know, for a few dollars. Summer sausage, all of this stuff is really, really good. But of course, I kept about a dozen geese myself for these other recipes, and that's what we're going to talk about right now, how to prepare the actual raw goose meat. So the first thing we're going to make is a goose and rice casserole. I've got just a pan filled with goose breasts. All I do, especially on the snow geese, which are a little bit smaller, is simply breast them out. So you take the 2 steaks off either side of the breast on a goose, and you get 2 beautiful pieces of meat.
The first step is to cut the goose steaks into about 1-inch chunks. Then I season the meat liberally with lots of salt, garlic powder, and fresh cracked pepper. I coat a casserole dish with cooking spray, then add 2 cups of cooked white or wild rice. I lay the seasoned goose chunks into the rice and then cover it all with a can of cream of mushroom soup and about 1/3 cup of water.
Okay, we got the soup on, we added a little water. I just add a couple more spices at the end, just because I'm a spice nut, right? And you can choose not to, but I love rosemary. I am one sucker for rosemary, so I put it on just about everything. So I'm going to sprinkle just a little rosemary across the top. That just adds a little extra flavor. And then for some color, I'm going to add a little bit of parsley flakes. And then I will give her one more shot of fresh ground pepper. And there, we're ready for the oven.
I cover the casserole dish and place it in a 350-degree oven for 1 hour.
So the goose casserole is in the oven. We got about an hour on that, so it's time to work on our appetizers. And this is bacon wrapped goose. It's really good. And this time we get to use the smoker. So that's good. Let me show you how I put these things together, and it couldn't possibly be any easier.
This time I'll slice the goose steaks into about 2-inch cubes. Season the meat how you like, and then simply wrap each cube in about 1/2 strip of bacon. Now it's time for the smoker. I fired up the Traeger earlier, set to a low temp of just 250 degrees. I lay out the bacon-wrapped goose and let them smoke about 30 minutes.
All right, so the casserole's cooking, the appetizer bacon-wrapped goose is on the Traeger, smoking away. And now I want to show you my personal favorite way to prepare goose, or any waterfowl for that matter. It sets me apart from most people because, to be honest with you, I love the wild flavor of waterfowl. And this is by far the simplest way to prepare it, that I think it's absolutely delicious. Pan-fried goose.
I start by making my coating. In a freezer or storage bag, I add flour and whatever spices you like. For me, it's salt, pepper, garlic, rosemary, and parsley. Then I take a separate storage bag and dampen the whole goose breast steaks with a little bit of milk. I simply drop each dampened goose steak into the bag with my pre-prepared coating mixture.
Shut that up, and it's the old shake and bake method, right? We're just gonna roll them around and get them good and coated with our flour and spices.
Next, it's into a preheated pan of olive oil, set to a medium-high heat. The higher heat gives the goose steaks a good hard sear, which you want on both sides. After searing both sides, I'll reduce the heat and cover the pan to let the steaks finish for about 5 minutes.
And give it a little test and see where we're at. Boy, that looks good. We like it to be pretty pink in the middle. Oh, that's really looking just right. Look at that. Nice and pink and juicy in the middle. Perfect. Let's get them all off.
After 30 minutes in the Traeger smoker, the bacon-wrapped goose is complete, and after an hour in the oven, the goose and rice casserole is ready.
And there you have it. That is what I call goose 3 ways. Give any one of them a shot, and I guarantee you, it'll be the last time you tell your hunting buddy, you go ahead and take them. Goose is fantastic.